Hey, everybody, welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your host, Vision X. And remember, this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. I'm joined by our veteran queen of judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
And we are also joined by our architect, who pretty much handles a lot of stuff behind the scenes, Trey Richardson.
Hey now, y'all.
Sorry, I got to see my face. Sometimes, when you're putting this on, it doesn't show your face all the way. So I want to make sure that y'all can see my face and everything. It was a holiday week. We also have another holiday that's actually coming up, which is New Year's. So I want to know, what did you guys do before we start the show? How was it?
On Christmas Eve, I had some friends get engaged, so that was nice.
Had them getting what? Some AIDS.
What? Engaged?
Oh, but shit, oh, shit. I'm
What?
sorry. I didn't. I was like, what was? I'm sorry.
Not the AIDS for Christmas, nigga. The AIDS, damn. That
Lord.
was how white of you.
Oh my God. Ooh, I
Oh
like
no.
your mug. I like your mug.
Oh, you got the
Thank
mug.
you.
You know what?
Yes.
I am not wearing my Jesus shirt or NWA. Well, I can't wear it right now because the gym and everything, so I don't want it to be stinky or sweaty. But HACA, thanks for joining. Thanks for the comments. Everybody, please note, we if people ask us all the time, they say, "Can you see us?" We can only see how many people are like on, but it doesn't tell us who is in here. So if you don't write a comment in the comment section, we don't know that you're here. Okay, there we go. Aaron 6052 T Coop, nice to see you guys. I hope your holidays was great. We love seeing you guys here.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming. Anybody else? If you do put in the commenters in the comment section, we'll give you a shout out as well while we're opening up the show. So, Nikki, what did you do for the holidays?
Chico, don't. Do not. Do
Uh,
not.
um, I did some gardening. It wasn't traditional Christmas for me because Hubs is a few miles away. We haven't moved yet. My daughter wasn't here, so I did some gardening and I watched my tradition, which is Die Hard and Christmas Vacation. So me and Jean Grey just, chilled out. She ignored me for most of the day, but then she gave me some love. So, I felt the Christmas spirit in the end.
That's good. So she didn't turn into the Phoenix or anything. She was okay.
She's always okay as long as I'm not touching her. When she wants, she'll come to me when it's time to go to bed. It's biscuit time. That's when she gives mommy some love. She comes and lays on me, and then I'm paralyzed because if I move 1 inch to the left, oh fuck you, bitch, you ruined the vibe, and then she leaves. So
It's over.
it's over. So I gotta when she comes to me, I have to accept the love right in that moment, or else fuck you, bitch.
Oh, I see. I see. Hey, I see. And so, Trey, you was in an engagement. How did the engagement go and everything?
It was so nice. So, the person who was doing the engagement is a chef, so he always has people over for the holidays because he cooks and he throw down. And the person he was engaging to, their mother was already in town, but he flew in the other person's sister. So he surprised the person with the sister coming in the door, and then when he turned around, he was down on one knee. It was great. It was really awesome. And the response was kind of funny because instead of saying oh my god, I do, it was more like a scream, and then what took you so long, which I thought was cute.
Oh, that's awesome. So, it's always good to see like good things happening around the holidays. I mean, because this year it really didn't. I was talking to a lot of people. It really. Oh, Aaron said Dark Phoenix. Hey, I was about to say that our Phoenix of the Crown. Me and Nikki Marvel fans right here, baby. We Marvel fans. Hey. I was, speaking of Marvel, because I just want us to open up real light today. We just got out of the holidays. I actually like that new Fantastic Four, the latest one that they put out.
Oh,
Um, I actually thought it was really good. The reason why I liked it because it looked like it was set in the 60s and 50s, but it had a 2030 feel because of the powers and the technology that they had. I also thought that they did a very good job with Silver Surfer. It didn't matter if they changed it to a girl or boy. I just like her presence. When she came down, she says, "Y'all planet is marked for doom." I said, "Bitch, she ain't playing with y'all. She ain't talking, ain't no negotiation. Galactus is here. I herald y'all in. I herald y'all beginning. I herald I said, this lady ain't playing no games. It was just really good. And also, one thing I hate about Marvel movies is like when they did with Storm and Jean, you're forgetting these are Omega level mutants. And so when you see them and they're like fainting and shit, I'm just like, that's not. You're forgetting. Storm is so powerful; she can control the weather in space on any planet. Jean Grey is one of the most powerful minds in the universe, and it just bothers me. So when I was watching the Fantastic Four, I thought they were going to do the same thing with Susan Storm. I said, here we go with this fainting and shit, because you remember Jessica Alba, her ass fainted through the entire movie. I said, if I see Jessica Alba fall one more time, I'm out in this theater. I was so agitated. I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So it was just one of those things. Oh, our viewers. I'm gonna read some of your comments, but let us know what you guys did for the holidays. We care about you guys. You guys come to the show. You watch the show a lot. We want to thank you guys for coming all the time. So if y'all celebrate the holidays, please let us know what you did. Let's see. Travel just. I stayed home. I stayed at home watching underground group called Indecent Obsession videos on YouTube. What is that? Oh, you know what? Did somebody put something else on? It sounded like it was an echo.
No.
All right, perfect. Travel, can you let us know what that is? And also, what I want to do is I want to let you guys know. I want to hear from you guys. We want this show to be more interactive because this show is for you guys. It's for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. So that is the number right there. Please call in. And we'll let you know the times to call in. Right now is one of those times to call in during the show. If you want to be on camera, just send your email to this right here. If you want to be on camera, send your email address to ftppodcastshow@gmail.com. That's if you want to be on camera, but we want to hear from you guys. We want to see what you guys did for the holidays, or you can just type it into the chat. We're fine with that as well. Trevor, we're going to get back to me on that. Jaden says Fantastic Four is 10 out of 10. It really was. It was a really good, really, really, I think that was their best one, and I think they need to stick with that. HACS said, yes, I only received my tumblers and I emailed customer service. I didn't receive my sweatshirt.
I have an update. It's still in production with an estimated delivery date of December 31st. So I just checked it.
Okay, perfect. HACF, we do apologize about that, but we are working on that right now. So we do appreciate you for being patient with us, and thank you for ordering. Everybody, thank you for ordering at the FTP store. We really do appreciate it. Thank y'all for helping us build community here. Again, I just pulled up the number right here. So this is if you want to call live, it's 843-799-3FTP, which is 3387. Let me see some other stuff in here because we're about to get into a very good show today. Aaron says they always downplay the goddess Storm and Jean. Yes, they do. That'd be irritating me. Jada says, and they played my girl Wanda reached her potential. You know what I did? I wish, what I wish they had did? I wish they had Wanda reached her potential when they first was fighting, when they was in the end game in Thanos. I wish they had her reach her potential then, because I want to see what she could. I want to see what she could really, really do. And another person, actually, they let Captain Marvel. That girl was MVP of Endgame, baby.
Yeah,
like headbutted her, and it didn't do nothing to her. She stood up like, what was that? And he had to take the Infinity Stone off and knock her ass away. That's how powerful she was. I was glad the girl. I think they need to make an Avengers where the females are like the leads. I think that. But I think we just need a switch up. We already seen what the men could do. They held it down for a long time. I think they're coming out with Avengers because Doctor Doom is coming back.
Yes, Avengers Doomsday.
And also Secret Wars. So
yeah, Secret Wars is next. I have to catch up on the Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts because it's like I'm not gonna lie, Captain America, the most recent one, it was good, but it just wasn't what would you expect it out of the Captain America franchise, especially with this being the full first one with Anthony Mackie carrying it aside from the show? Like the show was good, and I wish they brought it back. But I don't know if it took too long to get going or what, but it wasn't what I expected from like Captain America. Like it just I don't know, and I don't know if they purposely did that because this is the black one. I don't want to go that far, but it just wasn't what it could have been. And plus, it took too long to get to the Red Hulk.
It
Like
really
the
did.
build, it was like the build up to get to the Red Hulk, and then it was like that's it. Like that's what it felt like. It's like we built all this up to the Red Hulk, and then you gave us cherry blossoms, nigga. Like it was just like you
Yeah,
know. But I'm always excited um, for Marvel to see what they're gonna do. But I low key feel like the ever since Endgame, the other movies haven't done as well. So I don't know if they're trying to take us back. But we also have to keep in mind that Jonathan Majors fucked up a lot of shit because he was supposed to be Kane. And now that that's not, I think they're scrambling to kind of restructure the timelines because you can't use him as Kang anymore.
yeah.
I feel like I wish they would have either kept him or
Right.
recast the role, but we gotta admit that Jonathan Majors fucked up a lot of shit with the Marvel timeline
He
because
did because
everything was riding on Kane.
yeah, because actually, Cain the Conqueror is an extremely powerful. I think he's a god. He's a very,
Hmm.
very, very, very powerful character. He's like the Beyonders. I'm like way up there, the one above all, the living tribunal. I was reading the other day. I'm sorry, we're talking about Marvel. We're opening up the show a little bit light today, so to bear with us. We're gonna get into all the juicy shit that y'all want to hear every time. We just want to open up. This is the holidays. We're still in the holidays. We got New Year's coming up. Also, I want to read some of the comments before I continue this. T Coop says, I got my stuff in a separate packages. I believe it come from different printed sources. Uh,
Yes,
okay, T Coop, we are working on it. Hey, thank you, T Coop. Hey, you guys, thank you guys so much for everything. We're going to talk about, we're going to pull up an email from somebody who was trying to give us advice. And this is our thing to anybody that's trying to give us advice. T Coop and HACF and Tony the Tiger and, Jaden, Travel Jester, Lachey. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. But these are the people that support us all the time. They come, they see our show, they like, share, and subscribe. Sharing is really important since they like to shadow ban our content, but only promote all the racist white people content on Twitter
That
and
part.
TikTok and Instagram. Y'all can tell them what I said. That's exactly what they do. That's all they do is promote racist stuff on there from white folks. So I don't care how people feel about it. Say what you want. But if you're not going to really be giving us a resource like, hey, I know Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle will be able to help launch this show and get you your own website, get you guys your own network. Or we're going to sit here and donate some money to you like you guys do. Don't give us no suggestions. If you're not going to sit here and put your money where your mouth is, or your connections where your mouth is, are you really going to put resources to help us? Stop coming to our show. Stop writing comments to us if you're not going to sit here and help us. Our regulars, like some of the people I just mentioned, they are always sitting there and they're always making sure to at least help us. Are they're supporting our store? Are they contributing to the conversation? That's what we like about the show. We're sure it's for the people. This is not for people that want to come in and run their mouths and give suggestions, and they have never helped out the show at all. So please, if you're not one of our regulars or somebody that's trying to become a regular, keep your comments and your suggestions to yourself because you're forgetting we're not watching your show. You're watching our show. Okay. So thank you guys to the regulars that do come. Who else? Let me see here. So I just want to read some of the comments real fast. HACF, I wanted to make sure they didn't forget a sister. Thank you for checking, Nikki. So she says, thank you for that. Blue Sky, I wish Fantastic Four showed a connection to the Thunderbolts. That is true. Jada says Captain Marvel is my go-to. Yeah, I like Captain Marvel. HCF says I'm looking forward to wearing my sweatshirt and using my Tumblr at the store. Hey, if you can, you don't have to take a picture with your face on it, but take a picture with the neck down or whatever if you want to, and just show us so that way we can see how it looks on you and everything. And or you can just take a picture of it all together. It doesn't even matter. But thank you so much for that. Travel Jester is the group. It's a group was a group that had success who was from Australia that did soul rock back in the late 80s and early 90s, but want to be able to get world known. They had one song that had medium. Travel, was you talking about music or something? Was we talking about music?
Yeah, he was telling you for what he did for Christmas. He just looked up. He went down
Oh,
a rabbit hole for YouTube, and you asked him what it was.
oh, okay, okay. Well, the thing about YouTube is, if you have you ever clicked on YouTube and you keep clicking and clicking, and it gets
Hmm.
darker and weirder, and then it starts talking about demons, and
It
it
was
starts
starting
talking
to
about
get
the
too dark.
Illuminati and stuff. And I'll be sitting here like, I'm like, and so I just start clicking and clicking, like, what the hell is this? And then one thing, the last video, the last time I did that, it was a still image. It was like an image, and somebody had a camera on the door, and then the thing stayed there for like a few seconds, and the next thing you know, it said, "Rah!" And I said, never again. And I had my earphones in. It scared the shit out of me. So I said, I
I'm
won't do that
scared.
shit ever again. You can say that. So I don't click on when I click past when they start getting to dark YouTube. I don't click past anything no more. I just like, hey, I'm gonna let that go. Uh, Jada says 100%. I share what I can. TQ Jonathan Majors messed up the church's money. He did. And then Aaron, I'm gonna read one last comment before we start. Oh, thank you, Lachey. Lachey Davis says facts vision. Aaron says if Spider Woman Jessica Drew is in the Secret Wars, I'm done. And Storm better be tall, thick, and dark skinned in the next X Men. And her ass better not be no bald headed ass Cynthia Erivo. I'm so sick of seeing that girl. I don't want to see her or Ariana Grande. Let them go sit down in Wonderland where they're supposed to sit down and let that
Hmm.
stay. We need. I think well, so Angela Bassett, not trying to be an ageist person. I think she's just a little bit too old for Storm. But back then, she would have been perfect for Storm, hands down. She has the features. She has a strong look. She's beautiful. She has this goddess look to her. I think that we can possibly say that there's a few potential candidates out there, but we'll just have to see. Hey, actually, the girl from She's Gotta Have It, the one that was on the TV series on Netflix, and
Yeah,
she's beautiful. She
Wanda Wise, I think.
she could be a very good Storm, very good Storm. So we are going to get into our videos. Y'all know we had the holidays here, and I want to start off with a still. Normally we start off with a video, but I want to start off with a still here. And so I want us to take a look at this video here, because you know how you have. I tell people you have to watch out for family, you have to watch out for friends now, you have to watch out for everybody. And this was 2025 was a lesson well learned because you have a lot of people that's not investing in you. They just not. I'm just telling you. And this we discovered this on our show as well. People are just not investing in us. They just want to be along for the ride, and that's okay. And we understand that. And I have friends that's like that. Well, associates now, and people that I was talking to, and it's starting to. It's good that I've already started this like journey 2 years ago to start 86 in people. So
Hmm.
I want to read this right here. So um, this is, let me see if it goes lower real quick. Okay, perfect. So this is the vehicle right here. She said portrayal of the highest order. And so I'm going to read what this lady had posted. She says, my daughter bought me a car back in April. Yesterday, she texted me saying she was coming to pick it up. So, of course, I called her confused. She proceeded to tell me that her man's motor went out and he needs a car. I reminded her that the car was bought for me and that I've been paying the note every single month since April. She told me none of that matters because she put the $5,000 down payment and the car is in her name. So technically, it's her car. Then she said, if I don't hand over the keys, she'll report it as stolen. This is the same daughter who knows how badly I needed that car just to get down and from to work. I never thought the lesson I learned this year would be that sometimes the people you sacrifice the most for are the ones who will take from you without flinching. I can replace a car, but I don't know how you replace the moment you realize your own child would rather see you stranded than disappoint a man. And then I want to read some of the comments. Somebody says, child or no child, I'm taking you to small claims court and get every penny back that I made. That got 8,000 likes. Another person says, gift you have to pay for every month is not a gift. Somebody else says, that shows her boyfriend is not a good one because if he is, he won't accept the car from her. And one of the person says, sue her for those payments made. So with the holidays just coming back around to us, what do y'all think it is? Because I'm telling you, there's a few people. I'm telling you, I'm not holding no punches on people coming in 2026. We had a very rough year in 2025. 2025 was supposed to be the year everybody's supposed to really get it. and it has been a very rough year for a lot of people. So, what do you think?
Trust no bitch. Okay, and that's what I think. Trust at this point. So 2025 was some fuck shit. I will say that 2025 was some fuck shit of a year. I have never experienced so many, oh, so many raggedy people. And it's the again, it's the people that are around you. It's not even just like, oh, you ran into some random stranger that just gave you this new fucked up experience. It's like the people close to you that you're now starting to see for their true colors, and you're starting to see, oh, so this is the real you. Like, so I was in a particular relationship, and now it has shifted.
And,
So
and Trey, I have a question for you, you and Nikki as well. What is up with this? With that being said, I've been seeing a lot of friends, and me and some friends had a conversation over the weekend. There's this thing called Gen, GE. Well, they put it as G three and N. And when people are going to talk to somebody now, they're saying generous. Are you generous? Are you generous? And I'm sitting here like, are you generous of what? And it's like everybody is a prostitute now. So either you got family that's tripping out on you, or you got loved ones that is acting the fool, or when you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, everybody want to be Jen. What the fuck is wrong with people today? I am not understanding this. What is up with people?
So
Uh,
that actually won't I want to save for Knick-Knack After Dark because I was also going to be going through some Sniffy's profiles and reading what these things say.
What do you think, Nikki?
okay, so I think that, well, I don't know about the generous stuff in terms of that. It's everybody, this world, this society, everybody has been pushed into being for self, like self-preservation,
Right.
especially what's going on right now with this particular situation with the daughter. And this is no shade to the mom, but at what point, and I have to ask, did she do that to her daughter with the man? Because you have to learn that behavior somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn to put a man before everything else from somebody. And most of the time, you learn that from wherever the parent is. So if the mom is the type to put a man first, that's where you're going to learn that from. And that's not always the case because sometimes you have bad children. But the bigger picture is family will fuck you over. And sometimes it's the closer the family, the more fucked up it will be. But nevertheless, I found, especially in my, as the older I get, I have a tight circle, and my family is not by blood. It's the family I've made. It's the small group of friends that I have that I see as my family. Do I have actual real family that I talk to and I know I can, go to? Yes, but I do have my very tight knit circle that are my people, the people that support me in what I do. I have friends and I have let certain people go. Like I didn't have a conversation with them. It's just I went my way, they went their way, and that's how life is. But especially coming into the content creator game or Trey, since he's in entertainment, and even you vision what you do, you'll see that when you start to doing these things, our supporters that we haven't even met yet champion us more than the people in our everyday lives.
Baby, you better speak.
Every day.
That
Like
part.
I have people I've went to school with, I have people that I have been friends with. I know they see my content. I've never seen a like. I've never gotten a DM about it. I've never gotten a text. Oh, hey, I shared my story about being unemployed. Aside from you all and the people in the audience that are here for us daily, I didn't get, hey, do you need anything? Um, Aside from my tight knit circle and you all out there, crickets. No, oh, hey, what's going on? Or, oh, congratulations on that podcast. Oh my God, I see your shadow band. How can we help? Oh, you're selling merchandise. Let me go buy a sweater from you. You know what I'm saying? Like people that you supported, people you've done things for. And so as I get older, I'm just like, I'm about celebrating the people that celebrate me. I'm about helping the people that help me. I can't continue to just be there. Like somebody called, hey, you want to go have lunch? No, I'm not going to even respond anymore. And I used to feel so guilty about that, about not responding, about, well, how do I end this friendship? Or how do I kind of, and I just said, fuck that. I don't respond anymore. I just don't respond because it's like, if you don't talk to me on a regular basis, but you only text me when you need some advice or when you need X, Y, and Z, you're not my friend. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going through real shit, I can't call you.
Right.
But I was the one that was there for you when you needed shit. But when I needed something, it's crickets. And I know we shouldn't do tit for tat, but there comes a breaking point. Because if you're always supporting, what is it to you? That's just like when you're selling something. Oh, I can get a discount, or this costs too much. But you'll go and buy it from a white person for whatever price they ask you for it. Let a black woman be selling candles. Oh my God, $25 for a candle is too much. You bitches will go to Bath and Body Works and buy them 3 wick candles. That's $25 a fucking piece.
Right.
And you can only catch them when they on sale. Like y'all will go spend that money. But if somebody black is selling something, oh my God, that's too much money. But you'll go buy $200 perfume.
Nikki, you know what? I was talking to somebody about this other day because they were saying, "Oh, I got the new product. I got the new Chanel. I got the new this," and I'm sitting here like, "You do know that these racist ass white folks
He's a
took those
racist.
designs from Africa and stole from those tribes, took that shit to whatever they from, Italy or Europe, had China or India make it for like $50, and then they send it to Italy and they put a label on it and mark it up by almost 1,000%. I said, y'all are so quick to support other people's shit that don't even like you and the rappers, and you got them talking about Gucci and Prada and stuff like that. But when it comes to supporting black people's businesses, they don't do shit. And I agree with you on that. I'd be looking at them like, y'all are so quick to support everybody else's shit. But when it comes to black owned businesses, or actually down the street, there's a black owned type of like a Whole Foods. Everybody's like, well, Whole Foods got this Whole Foods. If you give the black business a chance and you continue to shop for them, they can get the money so they can get more stuff into the store and reinvest into their store so they can get more products with your dumb asses. That's the problem with the black community now. Go ahead, Nikki.
Exactly. You have to understand, as black people, we don't get the same opportunities. So when we do open a business, it can't have we got to build to it because we don't get the backing that people of color get, that white people get, where they can just open a full scale store. It has to start small. But again, we talked about this. Starting small doesn't mean cutting corners on quality. But if you see a business that is trying, that is has good intentions, has good service, then stick with it and help it grow. Just like with us. If you can't afford to buy a mug or a shirt or whatever, and we understand the prices are the prices, and it's rough right here. If you can't afford that, that's fine. You know what the greatest promotion of all time is? Word of mouth, and it's free of charge. If you simply share our stuff, join us every day, share all of our pages, share our content. That gives us exposure and that helps us. That's supporting us. It's not all support doesn't necessarily mean financial, but support is support. And you people know when you don't support the very people that support you because it doesn't take much to just support people. And it hurts sometimes when you know that everybody else, again, and to me, y'all are not strangers. Y'all are just people we haven't met yet, physically met yet. And to get all the love and support from you all, but to not get it from people in our everyday lives,
Mm-hmm.
you side eye that shit. Because it's like you see me working hard. Like Vision, I know you have people in your life, they see you putting everything to this show. They see you editing, they see you that, and they can't even give a comment. They can't
Ain't
even give
bought,
a like.
ain't bought. First of all, they can't even share a fucking thing. I said, I'm just asking you to just even subscribe. That's free. The
That
fuck is wrong with you? But don't say nothing about them. Oh, well, I got something going on and I need you to come. There's a guy that I know that's doing parties now, and Trey kind of know about this. And I was supposed to be doing some parties with him. He then took my idea, started doing parties. Now he's having the ballroom community, and he did like a whole world tour with like a not a world tour, but a United States tour with a Beyonce theme and shit like that stuff. And I'm sitting here like, you sat here and stole my whole fucking idea, and then sat here said that you didn't want Trey involved in it, and then actually X'd me out of it, and then did it with your friends, and now you sitting here making hundreds of thousands of dollars from them. That's why I tell you, you just got some shady fake ass people, and I understand now, and it's okay because I know how people are. And that's why I say it'd be the people closest to you that's so fucked up that I just be like, I'm good on y'all. And be like, okay, you come to support the party. Am I getting in free? I ain't buying a ticket to your shit. Are you going to buy me a drink? I said, because when it comes to your ass, I support, like, you know this, Trey. If I cannot make it at a place, or if I say, hey, I was supposed to be there, but I couldn't come there, I will either buy a ticket or I will send them some money. I would say, hey, I apologize. I wasn't able to come and attend your event, and I wasn't able to be there in spirit either, but just know I love you, and I'm going to send you some coins. And I will send it to them. I said, I can't even get the same in return. And that's why I tell you, I agree with you. You got some people that's just like that.
Yeah, and don't worry, because when we get to where we supposed to get to, that's when they're gonna come. That's when they're gonna come out the woodwork. And I don't have anything. I don't have anything for you. So right now, I'm just at the point in my life where we're doing what we're doing for us. Not to say we're about helping other people, and we will, but we are about supporting the community and the people that support us.
Amen.
If you're not supporting me, don't tell me about your event. Don't send me some random shit about your kid doing this and that, or a fundraiser or anything, when you can't do the same with us. It's a two-way street, and it's not about tit for tat. But when you know you are that type of person that you always show up, it sucks when nobody don't show up for you. When you're that person that always shows up and you always support, and you never leave a stone unturned, and then when it's time for you, it's like, oh well, I'm not. It's crickets. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna match your energy. So your silence is my silence.
You know what I call that?
I'm petty like that.
I call that the hoo-hoo ha-has. It's like, hey, can you do some, well, oh, we doing the hoo-hoo ha-has? Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, we're doing the hoo-hoo ha-has now. Gotcha, okay.
Yep.
I see where you're coming from. Don't ask me to come to your event. Don't ask me to buy a ticket. Don't even call me when somebody when your friends who I told you aren't your friends and they're talking behind your back. Don't even call me about that shit. I don't care no more. I 100% agree with you. But we're going to move on to something. We're still in that holiday season. However, I want to talk about some of the weird relationships that I have been seeing online, and people have been talking about that recently. So I want to take a look. We're going to look at a video, and we're going to look at two stills. The first one was with Claudia Jordan. She was sitting here saying about how Black women, I guess, have a hard time in the dating pool, which is actually quite true. And so we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to take a look at two still images. So we're going to take a look at the first video. Everybody, please remember, we will have a call-in section. So please call in. Let me take that off. Trick, can you take that graphic off real quick? And that's our Cash App and Venmo, y'all. We appreciate y'all for all the donations, because we are trying to reach our goal to get a studio, get our own network. We want to see a lot of our regulars and our new people that's going to be coming to the show as well. So Cash App and Venmo, but if you want to use YouTube for super chats as well, just remember they do take out a huge cut of it. So we just want to let you know this is why we prefer Cash App and Venmo, and we appreciate it. Let us know that you do donate, or let us know that you support the FTP store. We want to give you a shout out because we appreciate everything that you do for us. I'm actually going to remove it myself, Trey, so give me a second. Yeah, I went ahead and got it for you. So we're going to take a look at this first video. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, we're going to put the phone number up at the end of this, and so that way you can call us. So let's take a look at the first video.
Do you wish someone had told you about dating like in your 40s and 50s back then?
You think that when you're ready to settle down that there's always going to be a lot of supply on the shelves, and and it's not. Like at this age, a lot of the good guys are married or taken because they're good guys. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I'm like, well, your best bet now is maybe someone that a good man that maybe is coming out of a marriage, getting a divorce. So, I think in our youth, and I would like people to know this when they're younger, we think, oh, there's always going to be an endless supply. I can wait till tomorrow. Don't put off your happiness waiting. If you find that good person, like a lot of times we wait, well, it's not the right time. It's never going to be like the right time. I would say go for it more. I wish I would have someone told me just go for it. I probably have overlooked a good candidate before, like maybe.
Why is that though?
Me thinking the timing thing, maybe prioritizing career. I definitely was always like work, 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 work. I never thought I had the enough cushion built up to like relax and take my foot off the gas and start a family.
And then that just go on and on and on, and then you be 100 years old and you like, it's still working.
Still working. And I think I will say specifically with Black women especially, I feel like we don't really have the luxury to think that we can kind of take time off like that. And I specifically say Black women because like we're usually the backbone of everything. Not even just with our families, but with our friend circles. Like it's always something for us to do. We're always taking care of somebody else. I don't have children, but I'm always like feeding a friend or taking care of someone or helping somebody out or doing a favor. And I think that's a cape that we put on ourselves. No one told us to do this. It's just something in us that we do. And if you think about the Black woman in your life, you probably think, damn, she's like a superwoman for everybody else. When does she slow down for herself? I think with Black women specifically, it's harder for us to ever feel.
So I want to read some of the comments real quick, and then we're going to show the stills. Somebody said, ladies, just stay single and live your best life, regardless. Now or in your 30 years, men will be men. Travel the world and live your best life. Has 6,000 likes on there. Another person says, truth is, there was never an endless supply. The amount of good men have always been limited. That's just in the world in general. Somebody said, long live Kevin Samuels, because he was speaking on that. And another person says, but they say Kevin Samuels didn't know what he was talking about. So that was what that said. I'm going to open up the next one. And this one is actually a still image. And I wanted us to at least look at this to let me know what you think of this one. Somebody said, couple's Christmas photo go viral. This is the bullshit I be talking about right here. This shit right here. Y'all, first of all, that is an ugly ass white man, and I ain't gonna lie, that's an ugly ass Black woman. They deserve each other. But this pickaninny ghetto slave plantation shit is just getting old. It's just like y'all will do anything for likes and views these days. It's just fucking ridiculous. So somebody said it's giving plantation. Another person says they've been together forever. They play like that. Another person says blink twice if you need us. And somebody said, girl, blink if you need help. And somebody says, get out. This is the shit I be talking about right here. And then I'm gonna show you one more still image, and then we are going to discuss this, because that be some of the things that I be telling people that we have to put up with on a daily basis. Actually, this one is actually going to be a video about that. So let's take a look at it.
White men can be praised for dating a much more successful woman, but Black men in the same situation are often criticized or even emasculated for dating someone more successful than they are. Go ahead and follow this page. I'm about to break something down. The comment that I read just came from one of my viewers in response to Venus and her husband's wedding photos. And I want to bring race into this because I think race matters. So let's run that comment back with this framing. White men can be praised for dating a much more successful Black woman. A Black man in the same situation, society will challenge his masculinity for dating a more successful Black woman. There is a young man on social media talking about how classism is keeping a lot of people single.
I made a video saying classism is corny. when you are dating in the black community. And I think women don't understand how much black men are also told that we should not date women who don't have what we have.
I saw on a podcast where this black man literally said, if a woman has her degrees, has her business, she's making money, she's no longer attractive. This is classism at work, because what is happening is we are allowing someone's perceived wealth to tell us what kind of partner that they would be. She could be a great mom. She could be a great wife. She could be good to the kids. She could love you to pieces. But you have decided, based on classism, that she is unworthy. Take the white American male, or you take the white European, and he starts dating a black woman who is more successful than him. Classism is not really entering the conversation in a way that challenges or threatens their relationship. And to this, I say, many of us are allowing classism to impact who we select as partners. All right, y'all, that's one to grow on. Let me know what you think.
All right, I'm going to read some of the comments. Somebody says, Black men are always the target, even in their own community. Another person says, I remember my dress twisted once in a salon filled with Black women. And one of them was talking about how she got a comic book nerd, skater white boy that lived with his mama, but treat her right. I didn't ask her, would you date a Black comic book nerd skater that liked with his, well, he meant to say lived with his mom. The whole salon laughed. I learned something that day. I'm gonna have to like that comment. And then another person says, intersection of sexism and racism. So I'm gonna, before we get into the conversation, I want to give a shout out to our first super chat. Alex, thank you so much, man. You guys are on mute right now, so they can't hear y'all clapping or anything. Yeah. Yes, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Our first donation of the day. Thank you so much. We're going to pull up the graphic. This is what we prefer in terms of, because we get 100% of it instead of YouTube taking almost half of it. So thank you so much for the donation. We appreciate it. So I'm going to talk about the first one real quick. The one with Claudia Jordan. Black people always help other people. We always do. And we stated this before plenty of times on the show. Everything from the Civil Rights Act to the Immigration Reform Act. You have all these immigrants that come over here and disrespect us, especially people that have black skin like the Somalians and Ethiopians, said they would sit here and still continue to vote for Trump. They don't like black people. They don't like this. Like I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, ICE ain't moving fast enough. Those shirts are on sale now at the FTP store as well. They're not moving fast enough for us. I said, you guys voted against your own interests. You voted against your oppression. Goodbye. And I understand what she says. You know, it does suck that that's how black people is. But I think after starting in 2026, moving forward, black people sit back and stand by. Let everybody else destroy themselves. Let everybody else deport themselves. Let everybody else fuck up their own stuff. Because I'm sick of black people, especially foundational black Americans, not the immigrants like Nicki Minaj's immigrant ass, who's still an immigrant right now, where there was 12,000 signatures that was signed to get her ass deported. Deuces. You can leave. You can leave immediately. They could actually drag you out of your house right now, you, your kids, your husband, and I wouldn't give a rat's ass about any of it. Okay, it's just the way it is. You voted for your own oppression. Deuces, Nicki Minaj. So I understand what Claudia is saying. The other thing is that second image with the lady with the pickaninny hair and that weird long face ass white dude, and they got this whole slave thing and stuff. Something is really wrong with a lot of black people and a lot of white folks, and that's usually be the common denominator in America. Because for you to sit here and think that that's cute, and they know that they need it for likes and views, because that's probably the only clips that really on their page that gets any views or clicks. Right. Racism. I keep telling y'all, the least talented people that can't keep a job. They're not architects, they're not doctors, they're not lawyers, they don't contribute to society, they ain't nothing but useless eaters, they can't dance, they can't sing, they can't act. This is what they do. Well, let me just go to racism. It's the easiest check in the book. The Cinnabon lady, let me go to racism, made $100,000. Shiloh, the lady that called a black kid the N-word, almost $1 million. You got Daniel Penny. He had, I think he got awarded $2 million. This is what we're talking about. It's the same bullshit. They don't have anything without racism. That's just the way it is. The last video was with, where she was explaining what Venus. You know what gets me about Venus and Serena? You have white folks that literally call them apes and monkeys. I've heard it so many times. I've seen it in the documentaries. And they goofy asses, oh, well, I still want some white dingling in my black pussy. I want to have his mixed baby and stuff like. If that man called you the N-word, just how Holly Berry was sitting here saying, oh, he was calling me a nigger. Holly Berry, yo goofy ass. Every time you see a Billy Bob Thornton, or even what was that movie, the Kingsman. The Kingsman. There was no point for Holly Berry to even be in that movie, but she seen the first one and she seen all that white dingling in there. She said, oh, that's all that successful white dingling, and they got all these business suits on. I want them to spread me open, and she probably did get spread open. But that's what they do. They literally see that they call you the N-word. They literally see that they call you monkeys and stuff, and then they still want to get on some white dingling to get some white nuts in them. I don't understand it. It's a mental illness and a sickness with a lot of black people, especially in Hollywood, are to become successful. The other thing about that is, in terms of classism, America has always been about classism, and it's a really big problem in the black community because we just got done talking about this where everybody got to have a Gucci, everybody got to have Chanel, everybody got to have Prada, everybody got to be blinging and stuff, and you are supporting people that don't even like your asses. When you walk out the store, they say, stupid nigga. Look at those niggas. Well, we took their money though. They bought a $30,000 chain that only cost $500. Y'all look stupid. And when I tell you we are an equal opportunity offender EEO on this show, everybody can get it. We don't care what nationality you are, what race you are, what color you are. Everybody can get it. And this is what we be talking about. Y'all do illiterate, stupid stuff like Holly Berry and Venus, and there's probably a few others out there that do the same stuff. And I'm like, y'all literally see these people call y'all monkey, call y'all darkies, call y'all pickaninnies, and y'all still want somebody to put their white dingling on in your coochie and spread you open. I'm at a loss for words for that. What do you two think? And also, viewers, please call in. We want to see what y'all think about it as well. The number will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. What do y'all think?
Well, first we got our second. We got our first super chat, which is Jean Dre Clay 3865 gave us $5. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Well, okay, because I'm trying to remember all of this. Okay, so with the Claudia Jordan video, as far as her talking about, it's not any good men and things like that. I think when you go through all three of these videos, the common theme is do what works for you. Because when you try to do what's works in terms of society, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win because you can't apply social media. The biggest thing to ever fuck up relationships was social media. Because I am so grateful that I'm old enough to have lived in a time where when men had to talk to women, you had to talk to women. If you wanted to get to know a woman, you had to talk to her. You had to take her out. You had to be in her presence. It wasn't let me see her Instagram and think I know her based on that because you don't. Because on social media, you're never going to post the bad stuff. You're always going to post the good angles, your successes, your wins. You can never judge a person by their social media because one, you don't know what they did to get that, and you don't know what they're doing to keep it. That's something I had to learn. So when you say there's no good men, and that's that, there's nothing wrong. There are good men. But the thing is, what do you define as a good man? Especially when you're letting society dictate what is a good man. You're allowing society to tell you that a good man has to make six figures. A good man has to live by these particular rules, as though we don't all live in the same society with the same finances. Should a man have a job? Yes. Should a man have a car? Yes, but we're not going to act like we don't live in a reality where everybody in this motherfucker is a paycheck away from being on the goddamn street.
Amen.
Facts.
Everybody out here is living check to check. So you can't expect what you're expecting of someone, you better be in a position to do it. You can't require what you can't provide. Even if it means you can't provide it for yourself. You can't expect a man to pay your bills. Are you paying your bills? Just like a man can't expect you to pay his shit. Are you paying yours? Like we can't sit here and act like this is how you know social media isn't a real place. Because when you step outside this fucking door, everybody is going through the same shit. We don't live in a society where if you're in a relationship and you're living together, one person pays everything. That's a fucking fallacy.
Hmm.
Nobody, unless you're alone and living by yourself, then yes. But if you're in a relationship, there's no way on fucking earth in this economy that unless you're a part of the 1%, you're staying the fuck home.
Yeah.
It's not a reality. So, and this is no pick me shit. I would say this regardless. It's not a reality. So I've been this type of person. I'll put it like this: if you're with a man, if he's paying the rent, the mortgage, the big shit, why can't you handle the groceries? Why can't you do a light bill? Why can't my nails and hair is always gonna be done? If this nigga knocking out the big shit, I'm not gonna complain about having to take care of small shit and still keep my fucking money.
That part.
When you let social media dictate to you what a good man is, what a good woman is, that is where you fuck up. Because a lot of people would be happy and in love if they didn't let their friends influence what they want. Oh, I can't be with this nigga because he's a bus driver. I can't be with him because he's a janitor. I can't be with him because he's XYZ. I can't be with her because she's fat. I can't be with her because she lives in the projects. I can't be with her because she still stays at home. Like this whole relationship goal shit, you see these celebrities, they not fucking goals because again, you don't know what's going on. Oh, so you want to be Cardi B goals? You want to go from one nigga that you done had 3 kids with to being with a nigga less than a year and having a fucking baby with him. Meanwhile, he dropping babies all over fucking town. But because both of y'all got money, that shit is acceptable. Because if y'all was two broke motherfuckers, they be dogging you the fuck out on social media.
Hmm.
Crazy.
If Cardi B didn't have money, she'd be a ran through asshole, according to you niggas. And if that man didn't have no money, he'd be a deadbeat baby daddy. He's already a deadbeat baby daddy. He's just a deadbeat baby daddy with some fucking millions of dollars. That's it.
Yep.
But that's y'all goals. But if a woman did that shit, a regular everyday black woman did that shit, y'all be talking her out like it ain't shit.
Hmm.
Now, the second video is what is a repercussion of the third. Now, we can't discount the fact that when Venus and the Serena came out, niggas was also calling them monkeys, was also calling them manly, was also calling them not attractive.
Right.
Now, I don't know if being around white people, specific certain white people, they felt comfortable, they felt loved, they saw those features and they like it. Now that's not to say that Venus and Serena don't get hate from white people because we know white people have called them monkeys. We know that. It's come from both sides. But the thing with a lot of black men is that they want to reserve the right to talk shit about black women. And then when black women find love outside of black men, now it's a problem. But when you have the opportunity to love them, when you have the opportunity to accept them, same thing. Let's take Venus and Serena out. Let's talk about Gabby Sidibe.
Yes.
Precious.
Yes.
She went and married a white man, and that man loves her the fuck down. That's unquestionable how that man feels about her. But you niggas, the way y'all called her a monkey, the way y'all talked about that was a movie role. And the way you allowed that role to see how you saw her instead of separating the two, you merged that and you literally treated her as though she was precious. And the way you talked about her, the way you beat her down, and then when she goes to marry a white man, you have something to say about it. Why is that? You don't reserve the right. Just like you niggas that be like, oh, why you wearing a wig? Why you don't like your natural hair? You the same niggas that was teasing dark skinned black girls about their coarse hair, calling it nappy, saying how you was gonna date Latina and white women so you could have mixed babies with the good fucking hair.
Mm-hmm.
We see you niggas. We didn't forget. And me being a light skinned black woman, I haven't forgotten how you niggas would be like, oh, you light skinned. You a light skin. Oh, look at my dark skin again. I've had niggas say this shit to me. We don't forget. And what happens when you're hit with that is how you got that second photograph. Because I am pretty sure she has had and this doesn't excuse it, but imagine the amount of black men that have dog piles on that girl because of her looks. And so when she meets a white man, even if he disrespects her, and that photo is very disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
he showed her some type of affection and she fell for it because black men didn't give it to her. So even if a white man gave it to her and he treats her like shit, she still sees that glimmer of affection that he once gave her. If you as black men don't want to see black women step out on you, then maybe you should invest in black women. And black women should invest in black men. It's a two-way street. We can't act like it's not a two-way street because it is. Stop letting society dictate to you who's a good man and who is a good woman. You're gonna know a good man when you see one. You're gonna know a good woman when you see one. Stop thinking, oh, are my friends gonna like this person? What are my friends gonna think about his job? What are my friends? Your friends not fucking him. Your friends not going out to dinner with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's you. What makes you happy? What do you like? Does this man make you happy? Does he treat you with respect? He may not be able to buy you everything, but can he take care of himself? Can he do the basics for himself? And y'all figure it out together? I saw this with Kev on stage, and and this shuts down to 50-50. He said 50-50 is the only way we're gonna get to 100. And when you're in a relationship, 50-50 could mean a different thing. 50-50 could mean split the money down the middle. 50-50 could mean you do the yard work, I do the housework. 50-50 could mean a lot of different things. But you niggas get caught up on that fucking number. Oh my God, we have to go 50-50. How else are you gonna get to 100? Because if somebody doing 70-30, you're gonna be pissed off. Because you doing the 70 and they doing the 30.
Right.
If it's 80-20, they doing the 80, you doing the 20, somebody gonna be pissed. But if you're doing 50-50, everybody chipping in how they need to chip in whatever way. That could be financial, emotional, whatever. Start having a relationship that works for you. If being single works for you, be fucking single. If being in a relationship works for you, be in a relationship. But be in a relationship that makes you happy, not society. Because at the end of the day, society ain't gonna fucking be there. Your partner is gonna be there.
Amen. And you said it that before. You said date who you love, and give me. I'm open to all races. I don't have no restrictions. I do have a restriction on ages. Nothing less than 25. I'm sorry. When you're less than that, you're just now getting out of college. You're just now starting your career. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't. You can't do nothing with that. You know.
No.
And it's just the way it's. And I've never been a person that used people. So when it comes to like, oh, this person's like, I was talking to somebody that was wealthy. The problem is I don't like the disrespect when I see that you are literally on when somebody shows me that, hey, somebody was confiding in me, they said, hey, I wanted to show you this, but I didn't want to say nothing about it, but I felt like you need to see this. When I see that you're on a fucking website and the website was race play and you're doing a full-fledged porn and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is this? And I ask you about it, I have a problem with that. You don't care how much money you got. This person had a $600 house. You know what I mean? And it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm just like,
they were a porn star?
No, they were just doing homemade porn. And I was really shocked about it. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's when you see people like, oh, well, I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I'm like, a lot of you people are really not looking for that. A lot of you people want to be in group sex stuff. A lot of you people want to use people. A lot of you people want a fantasy or something. And I'm just tired of that. I'm in a phase right now that I'm looking for more in terms of a relationship, because I don't never have a problem getting anybody. I never did. My problem is when you sit there and you lie about who you are, and then I'm sitting here looking like a goddamn fool, and people are sitting here and showing me stuff. That really bothers me. So I tell people, I love who you love, but don't let people disrespect you. Like that lady in that, I don't even know, was that a gown she was wearing? A white gown? Or I don't even know. It would look like an 1800s gown, a slave gown. That's what it looked like to me. And I think that's fucking tacky. That really is. And so what I want to do is I want to play 3 videos. We go into our race thing right now. We have have white people acting the damn fool. And also, please note, if you want to call in, 843-779-3FTP. That's 3387. We want to hear from the viewers. If you feel comfortable doing it in the chats, that's fine as well. Also, if you want to be on camera, you can also email us at ftpshow@gmail.com, and we will put you on here. So, we just want to let you know that as well. So I'm going to show you 3 videos. The first one, this video, it was really good. I don't know if it's a part of a TV show or whatever, but if somebody knows what TV show this is a part of, it's really good. This is called White Folks, You Need to Mind Your Business. And so I think that this is something that I think we need to see today. So let's take a look at this video.
Drugs. Are you wishing somebody would pay attention to you? It's okay. She's off the phone now. It's cold outside. You should put a scarf around him. He doesn't like scarves. Did he tell you that? When you get home, you should give him Tylenol right away so he doesn't get a cold. Yeah, that's not how Tylenol works. I'm guessing that you haven't been a nanny for very long. I found him at Whole Foods. Is that a joke? Okay, strange baby. Time to sell you on eBay. Do you know who that woman was? Look, I'm not sure what I'm dealing with here, but it's a woman who says she isn't a nanny, but she's African American and the baby is white. Now, this is not racist. I'm just concerned because she's looking at me. Oh my God. She said something about drugs, about how her friend has drugs in her car, and I always told myself it's always better to be safe than sorry. Are you She's about 30 years old, dressed in baggy clothes, fancy sneakers. Oh, she told me she found the baby at a Whole Foods. Thank you. Excuse me, I think you should wait until the police come, ma'am. You need to get a fucking grip. You are not leaving with this baby. With my baby? Yes, He is not your baby.
So tell me why I went grocery shopping earlier and took Breeze along with me. And this lady comes up to me and she was like, you have a really cute kid. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, are you the babysitter? Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Babysitter? No, I'm not the babysitter. I birthed this child, 8 months ago. I wouldn't be so upset about it if it didn't happen over and over and over again. I was at the airport a month ago and was nearly stopped because they thought I stole her. And I'm just like, this is my child. This lady was like, is that your baby? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. This child looks like me, doesn't she? Okay, yeah, I know she has blue eyes.
She's got my eyes, she's got my hair, but she has your face, she has your nose, she has your mouth, and over and over again. And it always happens when I'm not with you.
I know. People, do y'all not understand how genetic?
We're not going to play the whole video, but I do want to read some of the comments. Let's see what somebody says. So somebody says, I have no sympathy for her and people like her. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Actually, they're a really cute couple. I'll definitely give them that. So I wouldn't necessarily agree with that right there. Somebody else says, should have procreated with a black man, not a troglodyte. Oh, okay, that's just being racist. Somebody says, procreating while being fetishized is a cry for help that I hope never gets answered. So I want us to take a look at the next video. 1 second. I am trying to figure out what is going on with this. 1 second. I am wanting to make sure that, okay, there we go. So my computer is charging. I do apologize about this, you guys. I just want to make sure that computer is charging. So I'm going to take a look at this next one. This next video, or is it a still image? Let me see, because sometimes Instagram like to do everything all slow. Actually, I'm gonna play that one last. That is the one. We're gonna play a video with Jake Paul and everything, but I want y'all to play. I'm gonna play this one, and I want y'all to take a look at this. This is again racism one-on-one again.
You should have never came in our neighborhood, you dirty snigger. Burn that snigger at the stake. Burn him. Burn him. Burn nigger. Burn that snigger.
That right there is more than ignorance. It's more than an effort to divide. It's a blatant attempt to mock and laugh at those who have suffered a very.
All right, I just want to read some of the comments of this one. We already know what that is. We don't have to have an explanation about it. Somebody says, I know his parents are closely related. That could be a fact. Somebody says, sad how much hate is taught. Another person says, I had to take my life back when the guy with the glasses came on. Oh, I don't know why that is, but okay. And then we're going to take this, look at this last one. Y'all know, what's that boy's name from Europe? We'll talk about it in a second, but the black dude that beat the hell out of Jake Paul. And I think the other guy, Andrew Tate, got his ass whooped as well. It seemed like all the racist ones that talk the most shit getting their ass beat, especially when it's heads up. It's not 15 against 1, and they're not fighting a child or a woman. They're fighting a real man. Let's take a look at this. That might be copyrighted, so I'm going to turn the sound off. But we can kind of see what's going on here. So he's doing all the theatrics, walking as the Neanderthal AP is. I mean, this actor's doing the whole show. You can just look at him. He's just ready to beat the shit out of him. I was so when he already knew it. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. Wham. And he smiled. Damn. I mean, literally, these
Ooh. Yeah.
Look at that. Did y'all see there's an image with him where he's like in a cast. He was talking, saying, my jaw was broken up. You got exactly what you deserve. What happened to all that white power and your superior race and everything? When there's heads up and there's no foo-foo or cheating, or it's like 15 white dudes against one black dude, y'all know y'all cannot take us at all. Y'all know that. Now this is freezing, so I'm gonna read some of the comments and then we're gonna start. We're gonna discuss it. Somebody said this was golden. I feel like Jake's crawling on the ground at the beginning was racial coded, mimicking a monkey. This win was amazing. Another person says confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. Oh, I like that. Another person says 33 million people watched the fight, and I think I've watched that knockout 33 million times. Just great. And somebody played Kendrick Lamar, and another person says that is one beautiful black man. This is from Sing with Angela. Now, this is a very attractive dude, actually. So I want to talk about a few things here. So the first question, I mean, that was actually, if you're going to date up, that was a very cute couple. That first one where the black and white, they're going to have that baby going to come out pretty. I have some my cousins my aunts are really attractive, and they always choose some very attractive dude, and the kids come out looking nice. My cousin, she's mixed with Puerto Rican, but she only claims Puerto Rican. She don't claim black no more. Like, she looks fully Puerto Rican. The only reason why we can tell that she's related to us is because her and my aunt has like the same eyebrows. You cannot, and they have sort of the same nose as well. And so you see white folks that do that. They will literally say like slick shit. Like, I was watching somebody had made a cartoon regarding the Patty interview when she was on Tyra Banks, and that white woman was like, paper bag, cake good, and like saying like stupid shit like that. And I'm sitting here like, do you know who you? I mean, you got Patti LaBelle right next to you. I mean, like, you understand that your goofy ass cupcakes, anybody can make those cupcakes. I mean, it's not like it takes a rocket scientist to make cupcakes. But this white lady was on the Tyra Banks show trying to be disrespectful to Patti LaBelle. And then the second one, to sit there, and that was candy that was still unpackaged. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that. To sit there, and let me tell you how illiterate and slow is. And this is why I'm glad, like, when I showed that Jake Paul clip getting his ass whooped by that black dude, you had to go to the store, you had to buy 2 Kit Kats, and you had to buy a Snickers. You had to then buy fuel, you had to buy a lighter, You had to wrap it up. You had to make the little KKK hoods, and then you had to set it on fire and film it. Do you understand how much time and money and just ignorance you had to do this to sit there and think of something like that? This is what we deal with as Black people in America. The level of stupidity to create something like that. You had to plan that out, and knowing that he's probably inbred, it probably took him a whole week to plan that out because he was so proud when it came out. And I'm just like, are you serious? So I want to know what y'all think of this.
Go ahead, go first, Trey.
Dig. Like, why do they have this kind of time? Like, who has it? So again, like we always say, racism is their greatest asset, and it's expensive. Why do they have this kind of time? Like, what what is your life that you have this kind of time to do some bullshit like this? And this is particularly for that production of a KKK moment. That is so like, why do you have that kind of time? And then I want to talk about that match with what is his name? That white boy that's a social media guy that just wants to fight people and just get out.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, I guess whatever his name. I was so happy to see that.
Oh, because he got his ass whooped too.
The joy it brought me.
Mm-hmm.
The joy. The inner joy. The joy! The joy it brought me! Oh! Another satisfying racial moment!
Those graphics is lit. I love the graphics, man.
Yeah, okay, going back to the Snickers kick, whatever. Definitely inbred behavior. And again, they're so mediocre that they couldn't come up with anything better than that. Like you couldn't come up with like in a world where fucking AI and CapCut and all this shit exists, their mentality is still the fucking G.I. Joe figure. Their mentality is still that shit. Or that was just fucking stupid. And that was his way of saying nigger without. It's like if you're gonna be racist at this point, you literally got a fucking president that's telling you can say the quiet part out loud. So what the fuck are you worried about? That's how I know y'all pussy, cause you still tiptoeing around some shit. Now Jake Paul, he deserved to get his shit rocked because first of all, you already at that man's chest. Like at that point, you might as well be my height. Compared to that man, I'm 5 feet tall. You might as well just be my fucking height. Because and then you sitting there touching his titty, like doing this shit here. Like that's the thing with white people. Y'all don't understand boundaries. Because that man reserved all of that shit for you in that fucking ring.
We did.
Because now it's being reported that Jake Paul is gonna sue him for breach of contract. So apparently these matches, he has I think he has like a no knockout clause, which is why that shit with him and Mike Tyson, it basically ended up in a fucking draw or whatever. But this nigga said, nah, bitch, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm going off script and I'm knocking you the fuck out. And now his white feelings are hurt because this is what boxing is. You came from wrestling, nigga. That shit is scripted.
Very.
Boxing ain't scripted. Boxing is I'm getting paid to fold you the fuck up. And that's what's gonna happen. And that's exactly what he got. He deserved. I wish he would have made it to where he knocked all his motherfucking teeth out.
Mm-hmm. Come pick up your jaw. I got it folded.
Yes, nigga. Okay? Like, yes. That's exactly what the fuck, because it's like, I'm so glad they got. I know that Andrew Tate, because I think he's some type of predator or something. Didn't like Trump pardon him or some shit like that. Him and his brother or some shit like that. But yeah, I'm glad white people are getting they just fucking do because he shouldn't have messed with that man like that. You don't go up, and I know boxing in and of itself is a show, especially when you're doing those little um, press conferences and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's a limit to shit. Like, don't put your hands on nobody, okay? Don't do. You did all of that talking, all of them fucking theatrics to get knocked the fuck out.
That
Cause
part.
you could tell when I saw him get knocked the fuck out, you could tell he was like, "Oh wait, I'm getting knocked the fuck out." In real time, you saw his face going, "Oh wait, I'm getting knocked." Do the little John. What? Like you could see as he was getting. That's what was going through his head as the punch was coming. What? Yes, nigga, you got knocked the fuck out.
Yes.
And I love to see it.
All black people were just like, yeah. Oh, Aaron said, yeah, they'll do anything but mind their business, tell the truth, go to therapy, and bathe. Very true.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
also, have anybody? Let's see any of the comments. If anybody want to call in, please call in as well. We want to hear from you. Also, I want to take a look at. We're going to go into our politics section real quick because we have a lot going on, and so I want to take a look at the first video. The first video. This is this man. He said, as usual, you always have Jim, Bob, and them, and Betty Sue, and Bubba and Hoss. They always in the corner talking about, they're always talking about religion, but it's like they always set religion to fit around them. They never talk about the pedophilia. They never talk about
Mhm.
that. They never talk about stealing. They never talk about fornication or adultery. They always talking about gay, and transgender. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about anything else. And this is why we're telling y'all, when I see people talk about they're Christian, I'm like, y'all, if you're gonna talk about the Bible, go all the way in. I'll tell you how I feel about it. I'm more Old Testament person. Y'all want to be all in? I'm all the way. When I don't fuck with you no more, I'm like the old guy. I cast you out. There ain't no apology. There ain't no coming back. You in hell for eternity. Burn up. You made your choice. And that's how I feel about it. Everybody's quick to
Yep.
talk about the Bible, but I said we're gonna talk about it. Let's go all the way, and that's how I am. I'm not very forgiving of people. I'm a very vengeful person. You get me, I'm gonna get you. You get my ass, I'm gonna get you back 10 times fucking harder, and I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about your kids. I don't care about your aunts. I don't care about your co-workers. I don't care about none of that stuff. Everybody getting it. That's associated with you, and that's just how I feel about it. That's just.
So,
Go
actually,
ahead.
let's talk about that for a second. Because, like, there have been some things in the past, particularly with you, where people will try to throw stones and hide their hands. And then, like, when you come back and like wallop they ass, they're just like, well, that wasn't even with what I said. Like, you can't tell me how to respond, god damn it. You can't you can't just because you felt like your dig or your whatever was on a certain level that I should meet you there. Oh, absolutely not. No, I'm going to hell immediately, so you know not to fuck with me again is the energy over here, okay? So
Exactly. And
listen.
and that's why we're telling you. Remember when I got into it with Kendrick and Josh? I got into it with them, and they were sitting there. First of all, they were sitting there talking about Kareem, and it was like, "Oh, he's on Rent Man," and actually, the whole group was. All of them were. He's on Rent Man, and he ugly, he this and that, and then all of a sudden, that was like what 3 years ago. Well, actually, no, a little bit longer than that. Lo and behold, guess who's on Rent Man? Guess who's on OnlyFans? Guess who's on Just for Fans? Kendrick and Josh. I was sitting here like, y'all got to be a certain kind of fucking stupid to sit here and talk about everybody else's hustle or how they pay their bills, because I'm never going to down somebody for paying their bills or trying to get stuff done. If you want to prostitute, you better be the best fucking prostitute that money can buy. If you want to be on OnlyFans, you better throw it back, or you better make those cheeks clap. You better stick it in her or him or whoever you want to stick it in. You better be the best at it. But to sit here and talk about somebody like a dog for years, and then you go around and do the same goddamn thing, that's why I got in their ass. And I tell people, it's like I I don't mess with people. You know I don't. I mind my own business. I'm focused on the podcast. I'm focused on my own stuff. But when you come for me, just be ready for it because I'm not stopping. I want you to get it back 10 times harder than what you gave me because I told you I don't mess with nobody. Go ahead.
Every action has a reaction, and that's the part that people you can create the situation, but you can't control a person's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you do something, you control what you're doing because you're creating that situation. But what you can't dictate is how that person is going to respond to your actions.
Mhm.
Your action, you don't get to dictate the reaction to your actions. That's the part people keep forgetting. You say shit, but you're not prepared for the fucking comeback. And there's no way to prepare yourself for the fucking comeback unless you know the type of person you're dealing with. And even then, people change.
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand. You cannot fucking be out here talking shit, and then when somebody talks shit back, you in your fucking feelings, or it's like, oh, but no, because you out here in 4K talking cash money shit, and then when somebody come back and talk shit back to you, then it's like, but it wasn't that serious. No, it was that serious. It was that serious for you to say some shit.
That part.
But now when somebody's saying something back, now all of a sudden it's not that serious. All of a sudden, oh, you can't take a joke. Fuck that. It wasn't a joke. You didn't say it like a joke. We all old enough to know what the fuck shade is and when it's being thrown.
Exactly.
And you cannot say shit. You don't get to control how people respond to you. Just like these white people. Y'all be talking cash money shit. Y'all think y'all above reproach. But then when somebody knock you the fuck out, now you understand.
Mm-hmm.
So if you every action has a reaction, and you cannot dictate the reaction to your actions. Long if everybody remembers that, we'll be better off in life.
Way better. Just
Because
keep your fucking mouth closed. I don't know what's so hard about keeping your mouth closed. I don't know. Hey, keep my name out your mouth. What's so hard about that? Hey, what I'm doing over here, don't involve me in that drama. But people, it's like they can't process it. It's like something's mentally unstable there. They're not understanding. And they're like, oh, well, I heard, bitch, you didn't hear a motherfucking thing about me. I don't hang around people in your circle. I don't hang around your ass. I don't like you, and you know that.
and you know that, man.
And that's why, and that's why we telling people it's just like, you know, I don't like you. So why would you even think that it was even cool enough for you to put my name in your mouth? I don't understand that. But I want to play these 3 videos, and then I know Trey, you got to leave soon, so I want to get your commentary on it real quick. But I want to play these 3 videos. So the first one, this one
said, "Are y'all describing white women?"
Think about the sign, Miss. Do you agree?
Absolutely not. My great niece was 4 months pregnant and found out her fetus had no skull.
Yeah.
And because of men involving themselves in women's bodies, she was forced to deliver the fetus that had no skull going through the birth canal. You know why God put a skull on the brain? To protect us from pain. As we had to watch her deliver that child that then she held, because with no skull, it has no way to breathe. She held that baby until it suffocated.
And
there's a reason God created medicine. Men need to stay out of women's
But listen,
bodies.
ma'am, do you think
there
it's
will be no conversation.
do you think it's better to rip that child apart in the womb?
So I want to read some of the comments on this one. Somebody said he wasn't interested in her answer. He was waiting for her to take her breath so he can keep expanding on his bullshit. Somebody else says queen behavior. Another person says there's a reason God created medicine, and that's a fact. He created a lot of stuff that people need to really understand. And then somebody said if men had babies, this wouldn't even be a conversation. We all know that. And then I want to take a look at this next video. Or is it a still image? We're going to take a look at it real quick. And I want to see what you think about, this is actually in regards to Donald Trump. So, you know, his old goofy orange colostomy bag wearing ass. He sat here. This is all on Christmas, you guys. This tells you what we're dealing with. This is all on Christmas. Donald Trump Stephen Colbert is a pathetic train wreck with no talent or anything else necessary for show business success. Now, after being terminated by CBS but left out to dry, he has actually gotten worse, along with his non existent ratings. Stephen is running on hatred and fumes, a dead man walking. CBS should put him to sleep. Now, it is the humanitarian thing to do. He also stated if network newscasts and their late night shows are almost 100% negative to President Donald Trump, MAGA, and the Republican Party, shouldn't their very valuable broadcast license be terminated? I say yes. He also says, who has the worst late night hosts, CBS, ABC, or NBC? They all have three things in common: high salaries, no talent, really low ratings. Merry Christmas. And then I want to read one more thing, and that's y'all president of the United States, y'all. Mind you, you would have never heard Obama do no stupid shit like that. We're going to go through who all support MAGA. Now, these are all celebrities that support MAGA. We all know Snoop Dogg do, and this is what gets me about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, this is what gets me. This nigga is from the hood, a known in the past drug dealer, selling drugs and gangs and all that. And all of a sudden, he gets a little money, and now his old crispy ass is he's not he's not affiliated with that no more. He's affiliated with Trump and all that stuff. I tell y'all be getting some coon ass black people. They get a little money and they start to show their ass. And this is why I tell you, when stuff happens to them and things happen, I'm like, whatever, I'm over it. I don't care about when the white folks change on him. I don't want to hear shit from him or what happened to his family or anything. Keep your hashtag, keep your ass right over there, Snoop Dogg. Nicki Minaj. Now, you guys all know with Nicki Minaj, what's going on with her. She's the real reason why she's up there and she was on Turning Point USA is because she's still illegal immigrant. Now, why she didn't start getting her status years ago is mind-boggling to me, because most celebrities, they'll just hurry up and grant a celebrity it. So this means that she was not taking care of business. Her ass was so busy getting ass injections and titties injections and shaking her funky coochie on stage. She wasn't. Her dumb ass was not focused on her actual citizenship. This is what you call illiterate. This is what you call low IQ. Instead of shaking her ass, she should have been shaking her ass to try to get that damn legal status in here, and that's not what she was focused on. Now, we all know the king gorilla monkey looking dude, because he does look like a gorilla. I was never surprised by it. I was never shocked about this guy. I keep telling y'all get these coon ass, big, extremely dark, ape looking black dudes. They get a little money and they start acting like that. When I tell you everybody can get it, we don't just talk about Latins, we don't just talk about Asians, we don't just talk about whites. Everybody can get it. Coonville, and this is the thing. I'd rather him just go ahead and bleach his skin. Just go ahead and bleach your skin, dude, because you don't look good as a black dude, and you're not a very good black dude at that. I don't even know who the hell that is, but she got an awkward looking body. Ain't that a Christian? Allegedly, I'll be telling y'all better be watching out for these fake ass Christians. Then Kelly Price said that they was allegedly. This is what Kelly Price posted, but she said that I guess they were out there on Sunday's Best. They was over there sleeping with people and having sex with underage people. I believe it. I absolutely do believe it. I say, when I went to the church, when I tell you the church has some of the most sinful people on earth, it's the facts. What's surprised by Nell, you know how light skinned niggas is. They get a little light skin, they start acting weird. Now I don't even know who that is. I wasn't surprised by him. I was not surprised. You can't be surprised by Kanye West at all. And Lil Wayne, I was a little bit surprised by, but I think all the drugs got to his head and everything. He already looks weird as it is. I can see why he did it. Well, this is the whore of horrors, so I wouldn't care what Sexy Red have to say. I mean, this is sad. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with some low IQ black people, and what bothers me is that these are all the people that's in prominent positions. We don't have a lot of our smart black people in these prominent positions. Anybody listening to a Sexy Red, this first of all, she's not a good rapper. She can't sing, and her ass can't dance. They literally promote debauchery. This girl spreads her coochie. She talks about how she's sucking this and sucking that and licking that. All they promote is Jezebels. So what do y'all think of everything I just showed you?
Oh my God. So, Trump, definitely not my president. Like on Christmas?
On
This is
Christmas.
what you're doing. This is what like he had. Were there like 100 tweets he sent out on Christmas?
It was ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
He did it on Thanksgiving too.
Listen, I barely have time to do a post. One
You can say
post.
it again.
Like the kind of just time and mental space to do such a thing is insane to me. The fact that like he did more than two is crazy
Mhm.
to me. But 100, I think there were. I think it might have been more than that. Like who has this? White people have this crazy different time that we just don't have.
Mhm.
We don't have that kind of time. And then for you to be the president of the United States, why is this the shit that you want to tweet about?
Exactly.
Why is this the shit? What? Uh,
Exactly. He also tweeted about the Epstein files. How it's and it's so funny. I said, is that if it's such a hoax, you would not redact a hoax. If
right.
you're not involved in it, I wouldn't redact it.
Mhm.
Then you see that and I told you, WEI, white, entitled, incompetent people. They sat there and they blacked it out in Word, but you're forgetting when you send a document through Word and it's not like through a professional program to where you can black out the document, you can actually unredact that stuff and see exactly what the original stuff is.
Right.
This is the people that's in the highest office of the land.
Mhm.
Let that sink in for a little bit. These are supposed to be superior people. What did you say, Nikki, last a couple of days ago? They not sending their best?
They not sending their fucking best.
If that's the best you could, as white people, you can reduce, is this Trump and Pete Hegseth and Matt Gaetz and the golden retriever Caroline Levitt and Christy Nome, knowing damn well she's not no tough girl. If she was to get in a ring with Ronda Rousey would level that bitch.
Mhm.
I mean, this is what we're dealing with. And people say, well, what do you have to say about it? I said, I don't have anything to say about it because the same people you see in the administration is the same people I work with at work. They do the same shit at work. I don't see the difference. They hire the
White
same.
incompetence is white incompetence. It's the same. I'm not surprised by what his messages were, because I just want him to not be here anymore, because it doesn't make sense. Everything he measures everything in ratings. That goes to show you. That's how he talks. You have to explain things to him like it's a fucking TV show, because that's all he knows. America's the hottest country. Where, bitch? Yeah, we are the hottest country. Global warming, motherfucker. Yeah, we are the hottest country, goddammit. But other than that, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Stephen Colbert. Why are you a president worried about late night? Late night television has always been fodder for presidents. That's the way it goes. And you know what? I'm glad we're talking about this, because I don't know what led me down the rabbit hole. Oh, I saw a TikTok video where it explained, or it talked about the moment that Trump decided to run for president was during Obama's um, White House Correspondents' Dinner. So I would encourage you all to go on YouTube and look up Obama's Correspondents' Dinner when he roasts Trump, because that is that motherfucker's origin story. Because when you see the way he talked about Donald Trump, that in his mind right there is when that motherfucker decided to run for president. And everything he has done has been to try to destroy Obama, and we are paying the price for it. That motherfucker is a grade A narcissist, and he can't take a joke. That 5 minute roast has caused us 10 years
Of pain and
of
suffering.
of pain and motherfucking suffering. Oh, the way Obama did him, you could tell white mediocrity, because white people cannot stand it when you bring to the forefront that they're mediocre. And he got his ass so fucking good to the point where in 5 minutes, to where that man still has a 10-year vendetta. Imagine somebody living in your head rent free. Donald Trump will die with Barack Obama on his mind. I
Oh yeah.
guarantee fucking to you. He will pass the fuck away finally with a nigga on his mind. And you know what? I love that for him because there is nothing more greater than leaving this earth being a racist motherfucker. And when you leave here, it's a nigga on your mind. It don't get no better. That's a full circle moment for me.
And Trey, I know you have to go soon. We're going to. Do you want to go out and say goodbye to everybody?
Yes, I love y'all. I have a shoot that I have to get to, but I love y'all so much. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Trey Rich Live, then on TikTok at Trey Rich Live Show. I will be loading more content, and make sure you guys are following all of our pages. We're getting everything updated because with all the shadow banning, we've had to like shift and start new accounts and things. So now we're trying to populate and get all of our videos up, but we will have all of them up before the first of the year. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later. But Nikki and Chris will be continuing the show. I love y'all. Enjoy your Sunday.
Hey, thank you, Trey. And
I know.
since Trey is gone, I'm going to actually pull up the comments. We're going to pull him over here to the right since he will not be here. I'm going to also this is our cash of Venmo. We're going to take this off. We'll put that on at the end. So
Yes,
keep
but y'all can still hop on live. Y'all can still get on video. You just can't call because I won't be able to answer your call. But y'all can
yes.
hop on and hop on video with these two beautiful people.
Yeah, they should have called in earlier. I love Trey. So, what I want to do is we're going to go into our segment. I will vote for Donald Trump. We got probably 12 minutes on that section, Nikki.
No.
And then we're going to close out the show. Okay.
Okay.
So there's some video developments. The Latin community is really feeling it. I don't even call it the Latin community anymore. I just call it the Spanish speaking community. They really feeling it right now. Oh, well, you get what you vote for. Y'all made a whole goddamn song about I will vote for Donald Trump. And y'all got songs and y'all got all this stuff. And, at the end of the day, I mean, it just doesn't matter to me anymore. I mean, you get what you voted for. So we're going to take a look at this first video. This is what's going on currently in Nebraska. Actually, this is not the video. I apologize about that. Let me get this set up real quick. I apologize real quick. I am going to move a few things around. 1 second here. Do apologize about this, you guys. I thought I had that video pulled up. All right, so we're going to take a look at this video right here. This is what's actually going on in Nebraska. So they have more updates. I guess, Nebraska recently had those layoffs. And so now people are finally talking about it. So we are going to take a look at that. Let me know what you think.
Because they were heartbroken. They don't want to go anywhere. This is their home.
The Tyson plant gave us notice of a layoff procedure warn notice over a week ago. They'll be closing their facility as of January 20th, impacting 3,200 individuals for the community of Lexington. The general mood of the individuals coming in for our services, of course, is anxiety. What do I do next? Will I have a job? Where do I go? And what do I do from here? Tyson workers make up about 3,200 of the population of 11,000 of Lexington. And so they have a great impact upon the culture, schools, and everything that a community is comprised of.
We just hardworking people. What we do is go to work, come to church. That's all we do here.
These plants have been underutilized, and we have a shortage of cattle out there in the U.S., and because of that, very vulnerable that somebody might shut down.
All right, so I want to read some of the comments here. Somebody says 3 out of 4 people in the town voted for Trump. Elections have consequences. Yes, they do. Somebody says, may Nebraska have the day they voted for, and they are having the day and the year they voted for. Not just them. Arkansas is having the year as well. So is Oklahoma. So is Iowa. So is all the red states. Good luck to you because you're going to need it. Somebody says, no big deal. Find another job. Isn't that what you were telling government employees earlier this year? That was true. They did say that. And then somebody says, ironically, closing on January 20th first anniversary of their Coast Leader inauguration. And so then I want to play the next video. This Latino dude, and this is why I said we not standing sticking up for y'all no more. Y'all want to keep running your mouths? Continue to run your mouth. So I want to take a look at this.
All the foolish, retarded black people that still vote Democrat.
Foolish and
I want to play that one more time. Oops, sorry. I'm going to play it one more time. 1 second. Let me turn the sound on.
All the foolish, retarded black people that still vote Democrat.
All right. And so I want to read some of the comments. Somebody says, I'm convinced every race think about black except black people. Somebody says, now you see why Trump picked them first for ICE, because like Trump said, black people know a scam. Yes, they do. Somebody said, so he'd rather have a PDF file in office then. And then somebody else, well, there's a lot of videos there. Somebody says, it's too early for this. Let me get my coffee and then you can carry on. And I think I might have one more video. I'm just looking for it real quick, but I think it might have went away. But this is what we're talking about here when it comes to, you know, the Latin community. You're on here, you're crying about, you're sitting here and you're crying about your vote. You're sitting here crying about of your racism. The Cubans voted for I'm not Mexican. I'm not Guatemalan. I'm not this. Dude, you speak fucking Spanish. I told you I was raised by white people. They don't give a fuck where you're from. All y'all are from Mexico and all y'all speak Spanish and they don't like your ass. Period. And I kept telling everybody this, but well, you know, you're just saying this is it. Now you see the Cubans being deported, the Guatemalans are being deported, the El Salvadorans are being deported, and they're not even just deporting you; they're deporting you to places you ain't never been before. They're deporting them to a few places in Africa. They are also deporting them to what was it, El Salvador? But it's the detention center, and people from Mexico ain't never been in El Salvador. I just don't give a shit. I mean, you get what you voted for, and then y'all want us to stand out there and protest with you. You want us to speak up for you. You want us to help you. But then the video I just played after that, you all and that's not the first one. We played multiple videos like this. Y'all always talking shit on us. We stupid, we dumb, we ghetto, we this and that. Then ghetto your ass right over there to Alligator Alcatraz. The girl that was on there, I will vote for Donald Trump. I had the video up, but it went away for some reason. Her husband, they expedited and deported his ass. The Cubans made a whole song about I will vote for Donald Trump. Now they looking like fucking idiots.
Yep.
And I keep telling y'all, the only reason why the United States banded with you guys, and this is why I tell people history is so important. Everybody need to go back and read about the Bay of Pigs. I tell people, y'all got to know about civics. You got to know about American history. You should have been learning. History was my favorite subject when I was in high school and middle school. The only reason why that the Cubans goofy asses are over here and was able to get those privileges and fast tracked was because Russia was trying to partner with Cuba. If Russia would have had a base over there in Cuba, that would have put the United States in danger. The United States didn't want that. So what they did was they created the whole thing with the dictatorship. And also another thing you need to read about Operation Norwood, because you see what Kash Patel with his fucking that eye rolling all over his goddamn head with his lying ass. They're trying to orchestrate something with Muslims. I'm telling you guys, they're going to orchestrate some type of natural disaster and they're going to blame it on a group of people or a religious sect of people. Y'all got to read about that. This is declassified information. This was during John F. Kennedy's time, one of the presidents we ever had, one of them. And the military, they went to him and they said, hey, look, why don't we go ahead and bomb our own city and blame it on Cuba so we can go to war with them. That way we can go to war with them and then we can get Russia out the way so that way Russia can't even own Cuba. John F. Kennedy said, no, we're not going to sit here and bomb any city in Miami or hurt our own people just so we can make a point. This is what you're dealing with. So you got Kash Patel, who has no experience as an FBI or any type of law enforcement. They're sitting here trying to orchestrate something. So I'm telling everybody, please be safe because I don't trust none of their asses. But when it comes to the Latin people or Spanish speaking people, if you're not already a friend of mine or you're not somebody that that's family or whatever, good luck to you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all so anti-black. Y'all, me no black, me Dominican, me no this Dominican. Your ass right over in the DR. Goodbye, Nikki. What do you think?
No, I absolutely agree. The Tyson people, again, you voted for that. You
Yes.
already your state is broke, ho. Your state is fucking broke, and you voted to make it even poor. You're already poor, so why would you vote to make it even more poor? Because it only affects you. You're in the fucking state. All of these red states vote against their best interest, and then you talk shit about the blue states that have to bail you the fuck out. I'm in a red state. Don't bail us the fuck out. Let all this shit implode. Because they're never going to learn the fucking lesson. So now y'all are out of a job. Your state is already on the verge of bankruptcy. And one of the biggest plants, because Tyson, no matter how fucked up the value or the what I'm trying to say about the product, however good the product is or bad it is, it's still a large manufacturer. They're closing their fucking doors.
Yeah.
So that's 3,200 people that's gonna be out of a fucking job. That means y'all gonna be on food stamps. But oh wait, y'all voted to get rid of that shit. Y'all voted to get rid of Obamacare. Y'all voted to have the prices for Obamacare fucking quadruple. So how are you gonna afford your insurance when you don't have a fucking job? Your education is already low in comparison to other states. All the red states, your education is at the fucking bottom, but that's how you want it. That is how you want it. And that's how the Republicans want it. Because as long as you're stupid, they can control you. This is the only country where education is demonized. Education is demonized here. Because the reason why you don't like liberals is because we're smart and we fucking read. And if we're smart and we read, we can know when you on some bullshit. You motherfuckers would rather be stupid and just be white because you're trusting the whiteness. You think that the rich white people got your best interest at heart because they're white just like you.
And they don't.
No, they're rich and white, so they're not just like you. You're poor and you are poor and white. You are their greatest fear. They don't ever want to become you. They don't ever. They want to be white, but they never want to be a poor white. Because at least if you're a rich white, you can get away with being mediocre and being a rich white mediocre motherfucker. But you can't get away with being a poor white mediocre motherfucker, which is why you poor white mediocre motherfuckers are angry. Because there's nowhere to hide. At least they can hide behind their money. Y'all are out here exposed. You're poor, you're broke, and you're fucking lonely. Rich white people can hide behind mediocrity. Poor white people can't. And that's why y'all are mad. That's why MAGA is mad. You can't hide because you're just as poor as the niggas you talk about. You are just as poor as the Latinos you talk about, or the Indians, or the South. You're just as fucking poor, if not poorer, which is why when you see black people or people of color in a higher position than you, it makes you angry. Because you cannot hide your subparness. You cannot hide your mediocrity because you're fucking poor.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that Donald Trump, I don't know if we played the video or I saw it on TikTok. This man is arrested for a DUI. The judge is white. He is talking over the judge about what he's not going to do, what he's not going to sign. And he said, I'll call Donald J. Trump if I have to. Well, good luck getting that bitch on the phone because guess what? He doesn't answer to the pores.
Baby.
This man got y'all so fucked up in the head that you think that you have a bat signal. You have did you have the Trump signal where you can just go on top of a building and flash this shit and this motherfucker's gonna answer you. He doesn't even like touching you people. He doesn't like even being in your fucking presence. He literally told y'all on the campaign trail when it was fucking 100+ degrees. I don't give a fuck if y'all pass out. I just need your vote.
Yep.
He doesn't fucking care. You think he give a fuck about a toothless, redneck, hillbilly, hick-ass motherfucker? No. He doesn't. And when this man leaves, y'all are going to be imagine having a tattoo of this man. And y'all talk about liberals, ain't no bitch living with a fucking Biden tattoo. Nobody. Now, if a nigga got an Obama tattoo, I could low key understand that shit because that was a once in a lifetime moment and that was some history. But imagine going to somewhere and putting Donald Trump, a motherfucker with a colostomy bag, on your fucking skin. Imagine being a man with the tattoo of Donald Trump. And imagine being the woman that he expects to fuck him with that tattoo. The way my pussy would dry up like the fucking Sahara looking at a goddamn Trump tattoo on a motherfucker. Please. Y'all are insane. You have cut out cardboard to this motherfucker in front of your goddamn trailers. The man does not care about y'all. And it's not going to be until y'all are homeless and hungry and he has to come out here and say he don't give a fuck. This man literally got on there and I thought it was AI talking about the fucking Hunger Games because that's basically what he was announcing.
That was weird. That was really weird as shit.
That was that was weird and it's telling you where he's trying to go. He's letting y'all know that this shit is going into Nazi Germany fucking territory. And so right now, the only thing I'm so tired of hearing white people, oh, why is he getting away with this? How can it? Because of you. He's getting away with it because of you. He's getting away with it because you white bitches wanted to be white. And so you voted for him as a collective. He's getting away with this because you're allowing him to get away with it. White people are not mad enough. You're cosplaying anger at this point because you bitches are not mad enough because y'all not losing enough.
Yep.
When y'all really start losing them food stamps, like as in they're not coming no more. When y'all start losing jobs, are already fucked up. But when y'all start losing these motherfuckers for white people at the same rate that black women are losing jobs, if white women start losing jobs at the same rate that black women are losing jobs, you bitches would be in the fucking streets. It is not going to be until you hoes can't afford that fucking pumpkin spice. It's going to be until you can't afford your fucking Starbucks. It's not going to be until you can't afford to go shopping at fucking Coach and all the other places. Lululemon. The minute you anorexic bitches can't afford Lulu fucking lemon, then the fucking oh shit. Now it's time. Now it's go time. Don't ask us. Don't get on here no more with the fake outrage. With the oh my god, we're so doomed. Fuck you. We're doomed because you bitches ain't getting up and doing shit. You white bitches birthed the patriarchy. You birthed the white supremacists. You sold the fucking robes for these motherfuckers to put on. White women did that shit. I don't give a fuck. You did it. And it is going to be up to white women to correct course on this shit. So get the fuck up and start making it happen. Don't get on here no more with your fucking sob stories. Oh, what are we gonna do? I don't think he's gonna leave office because you bitches ain't doing nothing. All y'all do is sitting there with your white women tears, being white women sad because you expect niggas and everybody the fuck else to lift you up out of your motherfucking depression. No, bitch, fuck you. We're not coming. You fuck this country up, you're gonna fix it. Stop asking us, what are we gonna do? Bitch, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do. I'm waiting to see what the fuck you got going on.
Amen.
Cause I'm not doing shit.
Amen.
I'm not, me and my people, we ain't doing a goddamn thing else. That's on y'all. It's time to fucking run it. Run that motherfucker to fade. That's it. You white bitches, get up there and do some shit. Cause y'all all, I don't understand. How is the Supreme? How is he doing this? Why isn't anybody stopping him? Cause you're not fucking stopping him. Until y'all get January 6th mad, get out the fucking check.
All this fake.
Everything else, if you until you're ready to get until it's January 6th level, we're not buying nothing you selling. We don't want to hear shit. Don't ask us, oh, what are we gonna do? Bitch, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do.
Figure it out.
I'm minding my fucking business. Because if you want the world to go in flames, because this is what you wanted, because you want to be white first, okay, be white first. But you ain't gonna have shit else but your whiteness. Your whiteness can't feed you. when you hungry. Your whiteness can't keep you warm when you cold. Your whiteness can't feed your children when they hungry. They can't keep your kids warm when they're fucking cold. Your whiteness and your racism is literally going to be the death of you. It is literally going to be the death of you. And you know what? When all you Neanderthal motherfuckers die out, guess who's still gonna be here? Niggas. Thriving and motherfucking surviving. As we always have and as we always will.
And you know what, Nikki, in regards to that, remember the video I played where the that white lady was being divorced by her husband, and she has money, she has no cars in her name, she has no house in her name, and he's saying that she can't use a damn thing. That's exactly where white women gonna be. Everybody kept thought that the Handmaid's Tale was some bullshit. I said the Handmaid's Tale is playing out perfectly right now. I'm telling you, I'm just expecting next year, and I'm not trying to scare the shit out of you guys, but I'm expecting next year that they're going to send a letter to all employers and everything saying all women immediately are no longer allowed to work. Caroline they are not allowed to work. If we see that they are working or whatever, we will have you. We'll increase your taxes. We will close down your business. I'm telling you. Mark my words, they're gonna send out. This man is doing all this other shit. He's sending that he was cutting SNAP benefits. He sent all this money to Argentina. He fucked up the farmers and all they stuff. They taking their farmers' land and stuff, firing all the black people there. I'm telling you what, they are about to move into Handmaid's Tale categories, and y'all gonna be sitting here looking real stupid, like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is happening. We tried to tell y'all. And y'all forgetting, black people, let me tell you something, black people, especially foundational black Americans, we the only ones that don't really need nobody. When it came to, and you have to look at this from the past, when it came to Black Wall Street, when it came to Seneca Village, and when it came to like other places that were like that, we had the worst land, we had the worst resources, we were still being discriminated against, we had to pay higher prices, all that stuff. And we created some of the most profitable towns, and white folks hated it and destroyed it and murdered and killed people because they're not able to achieve that type of success that black people are. And a clear example, that town in Arkansas. Do you know that I spoke about this a few weeks ago? Do you know that they're asking for handouts? Yes,
already
asking for handouts from the government because I told them, I said y'all got all the unintelligent whites over there. Y'all don't have any architects. You don't have doctors. You don't have engineers over there. You don't have any of that stuff. And you're not going to breed it either.
Wow.
Black people, we can sit there and create a town like that. We can do that. You can't. We've done it so many times and see you guys tear it down, and we're still here. There has been no other race on earth that has been able to do what we do. There's been no race on earth that was able to go against some of the most powerful countries like the French. You're forgetting what Haiti did. Haiti was the only country when France was at its peak in power to repel France. We just finding out recently that the black indigenous people, Native Americans that were here, indigenous black people, they were in Florida. They were the only ones to repel the United States and not be subjugated to the same shit that was going on with the actual other Native Americans. The only ones. Wow. The Woman King, Viola Davis played in that movie. They were able to repel white folks. That's why they're afraid of black people. Black people are the only ones that's been able to do it. No other race or group or religion or anybody's been able to do that. So it is what it is at this point. So exactly. We're about to close out of the show. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. We're about to show some closing videos real quick, and then we're about to close out of the show. Nikki, if there's any comments, just keep it to probably 30 seconds or less. So I'm just going to show y'all a few of these real quick. And actually, I'm just going to pull them up. I'm just going to pull them up all by one. It's just easier to do it that way. So Nicki Minaj, she has finally been hit with a cease and desist by Roc Nation. She is banned from mentioning Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the company, or else she will be liable for financial lawsuits according to California court filings. Well, she also about to be liable to getting deported. So, I mean, that's a whole nother thing right there. So good luck to Nicki Minaj on that. I mean, you run your mouth, you start stuff with the wrong people, about to be up on out here, and I'm pretty sure they're about to get her up out of here real soon. They used her with what they needed to use her for. She's an immigrant that's ungrateful, that's pretty much here off the backs of Black people, and it's time to get rid of her. So good luck to her. Also, this is a photo, and I want to show you guys this. This is the photo that was removed from the Epstein files. We'll be talking about this next show. Yeah, everybody was like, well, where's the Black kid? I said, trust me, they got Black kids, and they got Black kids in there. They got Asians. They got some Latins. They got all the kids in there. These are white people, and they sit here molesting these children, and that's what happened. And so we're going to be getting into this a little bit more. And I don't like how his hand is around her neck. That really pisses me off right there. But yeah, we're going to get into this next show. The other thing is, somebody wanted us, I'm gonna play this video real quick. Somebody wanted us to speak to this kid real quick, and so we're gonna take a look at it. What is this? That ain't it. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, that was incorrect. So that kid that was right there, the one I was showing, he was actually, he was pretty much, he's a crocheter, and people were making fun of him. So we said we would go ahead and talk about it, but for some reason the video just disappeared. So we'll talk about it on the next show. Also, this video right here, Canada is they're ending their ties with the United States. So I'm gonna tell you what this means, and we'll talk about this next show as well. They're literally going to stop sending any of the materials that we use for buildings and cars and computers and everything. They're going to start sending it over to China. They're going to start sending it over to India. They're going to start sending it over to Russia. They're going to partner with other people. We're going to talk about this next show. This is some stuff that's really important. Y'all elect idiots and you want to be run by a circus, this is what we get. And so Canada is now going to be ending their agreement with us. Also, the young mother whose insurance was cut, that we talked about this a few weeks ago, she couldn't afford the $5,000 payments, has passed away this morning. And her name was Torrance Marie, 28, was forced off chemotherapy, which led to her early stage cancer progressing to stage 4. She made it to Christmas and leaves behind her son. This is what we'll be talking about, is that us as Black people, forget everybody else, because you know we always by our damn self. Us as Black people, if you can sit here and y'all and see racist ass people with subpar talent, like the Shiloh lady or the Cinnabon lady, can sit here and get money, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, and y'all can't do this for this Black person. A lot of Black people, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be a fucking shame of yourselves. We the only group that don't support. We'll go buy Gucci. We'll go buy Prada. We'll go buy all these labels that don't even like us. Oh, I got to have a Mercedes. Oh, I got to have a BMW. Oh, I got to be seen. Oh, I got to have the new clothes and stuff. Y'all look stupid. You look dumb. And now this lady has passed away from that. So I just want y'all to let that sink in for a little bit. With that, we need to start supporting our own, and that's why I appreciate everybody on FTP podcast that support us and that's really out here supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting the FTP store. Thank you so much for the donations directly, and thank you for the super chats. We appreciate everything. Also, we'll talk about this next time because I actually have the video. A white man kills his whole family, and publications will still post pictures of the killer as a family man smiling. And I keep telling y'all, white people gonna white folks. They're going to post this man. He's such a good Christian man. And this man murdered his entire family. All of them. But wow. They'll sit here and put a Black person on here, and this Black person, and they'll have them looking crazy and stuff. And this is a Black person that defended his child from a predator. But this white man sits here and he murders his whole family. And they got him smiling like this is just a normal process for y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all. There's something in their DNA, because you cannot tell me that this is okay. And y'all sitting here putting a picture of this motherfucker up here smiling like he's a good guy. This man murders his whole family. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I tell you, careful being around them. Also, I want to play this. We're gonna go out. I always like to go out to something funny, so we're gonna go out to 2 funny videos. We're gonna take a look at the first one.
Let me get a towel, bro, so I can take a shower. I gotta go to the room. All right, I go. Hold on. I need to take a quick shower over here. What the fuck? I'm like, what hell? Man, no blue here. Fuck, bro. We bitches in here.
He angry.
Well, who tell us this? That decoration. I use this. Put it back. That decoration, the tag still on there. Man, take this. Put it back now. Shit. Bullshit. Fuck the people. We go.
And it's good that black guy was comfortable in this sexuality to have, gay friends or whatever. And then the last one, we're going to talk about this. I ain't into no witchcraft, but I just want to show it to y'all. Let's take a look.
Oh, what do we have here? How the hell is this even possible? I'm 33 years old and I love watching people do everyday tasks. We got some prisonomics. Okay. What are they trying to do? I don't know where they're going with this. Okay. When you in there, you got a lot of time to think about stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I don't understand what's going on. All right. Oh, they lifting them with their fingers. Oh.
And I tell you that's pretty crazy because I know some people that have tried that. If you ever watched The Craft was a show, a movie that was 90 with the 4 girls, and they were talking about it. I have tried that, and they say it works. It's something about energy, and when you do that over somebody, and then you lift them up, the energy. It's something where the energy can lift you up without having to use your muscle strength. It's really interesting. But I don't mess around with that. I ain't trying to summon no demons.
No, I used to watch that movie, as a 90s born in the 80s, so the 90s I remember coming home from school I probably used to watch that religiously at some point, as I did with all my 90s movies. But yeah, I'm very familiar with that movie.
Oh yeah, it was actually a really good film though. But yeah, I want to let y'all know. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys for always coming. Thank you to our regulars. We got Lachey Davis. You always here. Travel Jet Setter. K is my name. Shaka 3070. I think this is somebody new. Thank you. Who was our super chats earlier? HACF. You always supporting us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You always here. You liking and subscribing. We thank you so much for that. I'm trying to get everybody I can. It's a lot of chats in here. Aaron 6052, thank you for joining. Who was the super chat today? Alex, thank you so much for the actual Venmo Cash App. We do appreciate it. I love Bob's. Thank y'all. Anybody that we forgot, please note that we are working on a list to give shout outs to everybody that support the show, that come to the show every day, that like, share, and subscribe. Sharing is really important. That's why we have the FTP stuff at the bottom. So we're on YouTube. We have 2 channels on IG. So we have For the People podcast, and then we have FTP podcast. We're working on both because we have to have a backup because Meta MAGA will ban us, but they won't do that to Nick Fuentes or all the other racist people that want to wear black faces. That's why I said we need our own shit. So thank you guys for that as well. Other than that, also. We got the graphics up here as well. So this is for just the Cash App and Venmo. Thank you guys for supporting that. And Nikki, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Substack at knickknack80. I will be posting content. Give me a little grace, guys. Like I said, I'm packing up, getting ready to move, doing some stuff, working on FTP stuff. So I have content there. Bitch Happens podcast will be uploaded with new episodes by this Wednesday. I've taken a mini hiatus, but new episodes will be back. Wednesday is going to be 2 episodes. And you can also, if you like, support the Knick-Knack merch store. So I have my Bitch Happens mug here. So that's knick-knack.printify.me. I have some good merch there. Quarter No Appeals, Bitch Happens, Knick-Knack After Dark, Queen Knick-Knack, all types of fun stuff there. And I'll be adding some more items soon. So if you like to support, you can always place an order. And yeah, we'll be posting some more clips, and we're working on that right now. So we'll have some more clips out, and we'll be back tomorrow.
And as always, you can always find me on all the FTP handles. I do try to answer your messages as much as possible. On YouTube, when the comments go past 72 hours, I don't really answer those. So I just want to let you guys know. I answer the ones that's right there because we have videos we shoot every Sunday through Thursday. Remember, Sundays, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we appreciate everything you guys do. We appreciate you guys coming out. Also, let everybody else know about the show as well. We want to get this show off the ground. We want to see some of our original people that supported us, and we want to see you guys live as well. So other than that, please like, share, and subscribe as always, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Woo!